Hey, David Bear here, continuing my 30 videos in 7 days, a challenge from Mike Hobbs, one of my business partners here. And I wanted to share with you some nuggets that I received over the course of the last 3 hours as I was driving up from Portland to Seattle, where I'm currently participating in a really interesting seminar. Anyway, I took I did the silliest thing as I was listening to some interviews with successful online entrepreneurs. I took some audio notes and then I stopped in my hotel room and wrote them down furiously. And so trying to read my chicken scratch handwriting here. But one of the things that came up in a series of interviews with various online entrepreneurs was the fact that when you were doing stuff online, you were doing it in a far more public way, and you were doing it as a person as opposed to as a brand or a product, in a way that you generate reaction. You generate very positive reaction from supporters, but you also generate negative reaction from haters. This happens a lot in social media. It certainly happens a lot on blogs and places where you have the opportunity to get social engagement. The challenge is that for those of us who are not used to putting ourselves out there, it can be daunting, it can be draining, and it can be really uncomfortable if you don't have a thick skin, if you haven't developed a thick skin. So the lesson here is that this stuff actually gets in our way. It gets in our way psychologically, but what we don't do, what we don't consider, is how it's actually helping us. Because what we don't recognize is that the fact that there are people out there who are disagreeing with us vocally, that are hating us publicly, that we've actually generated interest, we've generated attention, and that is a major part of our goal as we are marketing online. So haters is actually a really good thing if you know how to handle it properly. The first thing is to make sure to handle it in a positive mental way, simply by saying, that's great, I generated some interest. It wasn't positive interest, but it was a reaction from somebody, and that means that people who actually are interested will be seeing me too. The second thing is that you don't want it to get in your way of moving forward. You don't want it to get you down at all. And so you have really two options. If you're in control of what somebody else out there has posted, well, you can A, delete it. You can B, engage constructively in a response. But what you want to do on that point is really avoid getting mired in a debate or anything, because it's really not going to be productive for you, and it may end up just being a drain that on your energy and your time in a way that you really hadn't intended. So, the point is here, it's going to happen. Whether it happens sooner or later, it's going to happen, because that's the way that online social engagement works. And to use it in a positive way, to use it to give yourself strength, as opposed to forcing you into a position of defeat. Anyway, just some thoughts on the fact that there is negative stuff out there, and that you can use it for yourself and your business in a positive way, creating positive outcomes for yourself in a personal development way, and positive outcomes for your business as well. Anyway, this is David Bear. Thanks for watching. I'd love your thoughts and your comments, and always appreciate shares and likes, and I'll see you on the next video.